In this video, I'm going to be ranking every rhythm fitness game on Sidequest and App Labs. On a side note, I am going to be grading these on a slightly different scale than I would a full Oculus game because I understand that they're made by sometimes one person or smaller teams, and they're not really put out by big companies. Imagine if a middle schooler was graded on the same scale of a college student. So that's how I'm looking at it. Now, DragonFit has a really cool name. Like, I was looking forward to this, and then I opened it, and I mean, the graphics are pretty solid, but they're very repetitive. As far as gameplay goes, it's dragons. You hit them. That's about it. Yeah, seriously, look, watch. There's not much to it than that. You have a couple magic wands that you're hitting dragons with. And honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I can't really tell if it's random or if it does actually match the beat. It probably does, but I just missed it. Now, I feel like this is somebody's attempt at playing with the software and not really putting much effort into it, because if this is a high effort game, I'm not really that impressed. Fitness level, you're not going to sweat much playing this game. You're more just moving your arms back and forth. And I can't imagine anyone going, oh man, I got to play DragonFit this morning. I think they could do a lot more with this. So I'm giving this a D+. Next we have Song Beater. Now this is a great idea in theory. It's like Beatsaber, but you can choose your weapon. You can use your fists, you can use batons, you can use a bow staff, you can use guns, you can use like little knife things, and it's really cool, but the execution is kind of sloppy. I think the visuals really help this game because there's a lot of care put into the different weapons and the different scenery that you can be in. But I think this would be about 10 times better if they incorporated some kind of story into it and made you use the different weapons. Now the gameplay mechanics, the weapons, they're a little iffy. I can't do shit with the bow staff.
I'm pretty good with the bow staff.
I like the batons. I like the punching because that's probably the easiest. The guns, no, sorry. Something's wrong with the guns. I don't get it. So looking at this game as a whole, I think the idea is great. I think the basics are there, but it does need a little bit of work. So I'm going to give Song Beater a B. Now let's talk about Groovfit Kingdom. I like this game so much. I think it has so much potential. This could just be my dadness talking, but I think this could be a really cool kids fitness game. We haven't seen that yet either, a kids fitness game. Basically what this is a bunch of mini games that you play at different difficulty levels. They're kind of cutesy and they have that kind of Hello Kitty vibe to them. There's something about eating the workouts to make them start that makes me very happy. You take the difficulty, I think, and you take the workout and you put them together and then you have to eat it to start the workout. I don't know why that's so entertaining for me, but I just love that. So they are kind of basic mini games, and I think to make this game better, you could combine different mini games and have them go like, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I think that would make it good so far because it does run stale. You can only move your body like this with pizza in your hands for so long before it kind of is like, okay, I get it. But I don't know. I'm not a kid. I should throw Charlie on this and see how he does. Also, the accents are super endearing, and I love every minute of it. And there's tons of unlockables. I didn't have a chance to play through all that much to get all those unlockables, but from what I've seen, it looks cool, and I think it's a really cool game. So I'm giving Groovfit Kingdom an A. Definitely check it out. If you're enjoying this video and you're getting something out of it, don't forget to hit the like button. It's down there somewhere. And I really appreciate that because it does help my video get seen by more people. And if you're getting something out of this, then obviously more people should too. Let's move on to Bubble Boogie. Now, Bubble Boogie is a dance rhythm game, kind of like Dance Central. It's like if you bought your Dance Central at the dollar store, you would have Bubble Boogie. The controls are a mess to get yourself started, but beyond that, they're fine. And as far as the dancing go, it's basic. And the moves, like, you really can't do a whole lot because it's not so much matching a person on screen like Dance Central, but trying to put your hands, I guess, into circles to make your arms move a certain way. At first you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, and then you realize it's a lot of the same, so there's not much to it. Also, can we talk about the people that are dancing with you? Just look at them. It's like I'm trapped in hell. I'm trapped in hell and I'm dancing with the devil. Help me. Somebody get me out of here, oh my god! Now, Boom XR is a very promising game, but I don't think it's done yet. I see where it's going, though. Basically, you're punching things to the rhythm, and you're dodging things also. I mean, what else are you gonna do in a rhythm game? And every time you punch correctly, a ninja appears like getting hit, and that's kind of cool. That's a new feature I haven't seen on anything else. I don't think that should be the entire game. I think this could be a small part in a piece of a bigger game. And like Song Beater, I think this could be better as a story-based game. Give me like a Mortal Kombat story, and I think the ninjas make more sense. But honestly, I don't think this is ready for the general public yet, but I think it's on its way to somewhere good. The idea is there, it just feels unfinished, so I'm gonna give it a C+. Move It Up is kind of a Beatsaber clone, and I was really excited when I watched the trailer for it because it looked kind of cool. I wasn't expecting a full-on Beatsaber executed game. I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking more like a club music Moonrider, if that makes sense. But so like watch the trailer and see. That looks pretty badass. But then when you play the game, it's basically a very poorly executed Beat Saber clone. The sound each strike makes is pretty bad. Listen. I mean, it might not sound bad at first, but after you've heard that 200, 300, 400 times, it's not good. I think the biggest problem with this game is that it's just really not fun in any way. It looks like a lot of work was put into the swords, but not the actual gameplay or making it anything different than just a slashing rhythm game. The hit detection is pretty wonky and it's just not very good. It's not all bad. Like I said, there was care put into this game. I just think they need to find a way to make it more fun. So I'm gonna give it a D. XBooster. So this is such a weird game for me because I hear so many people telling me how awesome XBooster is, and like when I sit down and play it, I just don't see what they're talking about. I feel like the mechanics are really slow. I feel like the hit detection is not great, and I'm not getting that great of a workout. I feel like there's too much thrown in there. The visuals are awesome. I think the visuals are on par with like a full-on Oculus game, but there's something missing from this, and I just can't put my finger on it. Slashing blocks it does not feel gratifying. Punching things isn't even that gratifying, and I feel like something is missing, and I unfortunately can't tell you what it is. But download the demo. You can get it on App Lab and Sidequest, and make the call for yourself. If it's something that you like, get it. Like I said, we can disagree on this, but for me, it's not there. XBooster just gets a C. It's average, and some people like it. I don't like it, and it doesn't give me a good workout. I don't know. So now we have Invasion Virus Attack, which I didn't expect much out of, if I'm being completely honest. It gives you some Pistol Whip sort of vibes. Like when you open it, the first thing you're going to think is Pistol Whip. It's a lot of the same color tone. It's a lot of the same like kind of idea. You have guns. I think it's a clever way of incorporating movement into a game that I haven't seen yet. Basically, you're shooting at different colored viruses, and depending on the path that you're standing in, that changes the color of your bullets. It can get a little messy sometimes if you're going to the harder levels. You're kind of like, okay, who's doing this? So you gotta be hopping, but you don't see a lot of that kind of like intentional lateral movement in a lot of fitness games. So I really think this has like a really cool angle. I just think it needs to be polished a little bit more, and it looks like it's going to be. So I give Invasion Virus Attack a B+. It's almost there. It's so close, but everything else is really cool about it. Last but not least, we have Hitstream. Now, Hitstream is going to be like kind of gold standard for fitness rhythm games on Sidequest. For me personally, as far as fitness goes, fun goes, and music goes, it's the best on Sidequest. Beats follow the rhythm nicely, and they don't feel random like some games do. Some of the turns can feel a little cheap, like you know, it's a 360 game, kind of like how Supernatural is. So when you do the slash to turn, there might be something immediately in front of you, so you really got to watch for that. And it can feel a little cheap sometimes, but maybe it's just I'm not as experienced with the game yet. It has a nice kind of Supernatural vibe, plus a few extras, like there's more punching, there's more to do than just slashing balloons. The backgrounds are really cool and pretty to look at. And at first, it can be a little confusing to navigate, but once you kind of have a handle on what the menus mean, It's easy to do. Just don't get discouraged by big giant menu screens, because if we know anything, that Sidequest and what these kind of smaller developers suffer from is too many menu screens. I talk about that in my golf video, so check that out. But I really can't criticize this game much. It does what it sets out to do, and it does it well. So I'm going to give Hitstream an A+. It's one of the few games I felt like I could keep coming back to and want to play more. Most of the games, I felt like, oh, I played that once, that's it. This game, I could see myself coming back to again and again and again. So, guys, you're ready. You're ready for the big leagues. Let's do it. What is your favorite Sidequest game? Let me know down in the comments, because I'm interested in learning more. Did I miss any? Did I forget any? My name is Ari with FitPro VR, and don't forget to get your workout in today.